Okay, this is a front diff actuator off of a 2014 Wildcat four-seater. I guess the way to see this is that it was once mounted right down in there, but we hit some peat moss and ended up breaking some wires. So this is my first one of these tutorials, but I went searching to try to figure out how to not spend 500 bucks myself, and there was nothing that really covered it, so I'll try here. What I found happened was these wires broke off right where they enter, and instead of a plug-in there, I imagine for the sake of sealing, it's not a plug-in, it's all an epoxy type solution that they've put in there, and then the wires come through and then do go to a plug-in which is down there, which would be easy peasy if they would sell the harness. Since they don't, what I've done is I have taken and pulled the wire through the epoxy solution. Actually all of them will go, but these ones broke off right in the epoxy, so I have to pull them back out, which is going to get tricky, I'm sure, in a little bit. These other ones, you can see they're getting ready to break as well, so I'll probably cut them and resolder those as well. But my intention is to pull a wire through here, bring it up, solder it, pull it back out so that the case cover will close, and then you've got to dig through here. They've got some sort of super seal that takes you about 10 minutes to pull your cover off. You got to do that very carefully, thus the selection of prying type tools that we have here, because after you take all the screws out, that thing is not coming off without some TLC and some time spent on it. You don't want to crack that cover, or you're back to the $500 option. Internally, what runs this is just a gear, series of gears, I guess is the best way to put it. This one covers left and right type motion that puts your lock pin into your front diff, and then this one here is just a it is what actually locks or unlocks your front diff. There's a rod sticking out of the front, and once you've taken the 3 T30 screws out of this main housing assembly, one was there, one's there, and the other one's a bit of a reacher that's around the back is where it goes. Once you've taken them out, this part comes out simple, like really easy. We'll see if it goes back in quite as easy. Right now I've just got to run and grab some 18 gauge wire and then try to solder this together, and then I'll be back. Okay, I went and got my wire, and what we did was pulled this one all the way through, soldered it. I was hoping to put some heat shrink on it, but there's just no way to do that, so I just pulled it back so that it's inside of this plasticized housing here, and I'm going to put lots of sealant on the outside. I don't know if that's going to be a forever fix, but it beats spending 500 bucks today. I lengthened the wire about 4 inches. I'm putting about a 4-inch piece in. I'm going to do it on each and every one of them, just so that I can tie it out of the way better than what the factory had it. And then it also gives me the opportunity to be able to properly put some heat shrink over all your soldered connections. And you're going to want to make darn sure you solder your connections, because nothing else is going to work. If you do anything else, it'll be very, very short term. Okay, well, I'll keep plugging away. Once I get it sealed here, I will do another update. Okay, so we got all our wire, everything, heat shrink every connection. I only had the white wire, so they don't match. The other thing I didn't mention though is on these white wires, you do have to be cautious because there's a bit of yellow on the one wire, whereas there is no yellow on the other. So make darn sure that you match those up. I cleaned out the surface through here internally so that there was room for some more sealant, and then I used Permatex Right Stuff sealant. It's been my experience that nothing leaks through that. It makes it awfully tough to take apart again, but one of the best sealants I know of. And then because I had moved the wires in and out on here, my assumption was there would be room for moisture intrusion if the wires can move. So sealed the heck out of it with some Right Stuff sealant as well. Pulled the wire in a little ways and then resealed it, let it dry, and sealed one more time. So it should be good. I guess that's about it. As I break other stuff, I will, if I can't find a video online, I will try to post one myself, and if we all do that, then there should be very little out there that isn't covered. Thanks. Bye. Alright, sorry, I kind of quit on you a little bit early. I should show you the final installed version. Again, it was easy peasy to put in, just kind of slid into place. Put your 2 or your 3 T30 screws in and snug them up. You don't want to over tighten them, you'll bust your housing, and that would be bad. The one on the back coming from this way in is the one that I fully tightened first, just on the assumption that that's the only one that bottoms into this location here, and back there there's a rod. I guess we'll turn it on. This will probably be bouncing all over. I gotta try to reach this, but turn it on and see if it makes all the right noises and sounds. Okay, that's 4-wheel drive. Come back to 2, try 4 lock. Perfect. Makes every noise it's supposed to make. You can see the actuator moving for the 4-wheel lock pin up front here. The other one's internal, so you can't see it. But that's it. That's all. We're good to go again. Put some dielectric grease in your connector, and should be good to go get wet. Bye.